Hey everyone, welcome back. The Greater Vancouver January stats are in, sales are up, and so is traffic at open houses. Does this mean the market's changing? You're about to find out. Before we compare January of last month to December 2018, let's first have a look at January 2019 versus January 2018. If we look at January 2018, we can see that there was 1,821 sales. January in 2019, we're down to 1,110. We're down by 64%. Active listings is up by 43% from 7,850 to 1,188. Months of inventory is also way up from 4.3 in January 2018 to 10.1 in January 2019. It's up by 235%. And we all remember what months of inventory is, right? Remember, months of inventory tells us roughly how many months it would take to get rid of all the inventory on the market. Between 4 and 6 months is a balanced market, below 4 months is a seller's market, and anything above 6 is a buyer's market. Months of inventory is your supply and demand and always determines pricing no matter what market you're in. You can see that because we've had a high amount of months of inventory for quite some time, it's finally having an impact on the benchmark price. You can see that the benchmark price has finally dropped year over year by 4.7%, from 1,067,900 to 1,019,600, which suggests we're in a buyer's market for all property types. Okay, so let's have a look at January of this year versus December of last year. You can see that sales are actually up a bit. They're up by 2.3% from 1,081 to 1,110. But active listings are also up. They're up by 8% from 10,336 to 11,188. So what does this do for months of inventory? Because of all the active listings, the months of inventory has actually increased from 9.6 to 10.1. It's up by 5%. And the benchmark price has dropped slightly from 1,032,400 to 1,019,600. Okay, so let's break this down by property type. You can see that detached homes has risen from 13.9 to 15.4 months of inventory. It's up by 10.8%. Townhouses is up also from 7.7 to 7.9 months of inventory. That's up by 2.5%. And condos is up from 7.1 to 7.4 months of inventory. It's up by 5.7%. So you can see months of inventory is creeping up right across the board, which suggests we're in a buyer's market for all property types. Let's have a look at what's actually selling. 32% of the sales are detached, 16% of the sales are townhouses, and 52% of the sales are condos. So what does all this actually mean? Yes, sales are up from last month, and yes, we are seeing increased buyer activity at open houses. Are there busier areas out there that are selling more than others? Absolutely. So is the market changing? Possibly, but until months of inventory starts to level off or start to decrease, we will remain in a buyer's market. To all the sellers out there, no need to panic. There's ways for you to take advantage of this too. And to find out how, contact me directly. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.